Hello friends, welcome to the course Foundations of R Software, and in this lecture we are going to explore that how we can take the help from the R software, how we can get some demonstration and how we can get some examples so that we can understand how to execute a command and what are its interpretation. The reason why I chose this topic is as follows. Can you recall that whenever you try to study a new topic from any book, what do you expect? You expect that first some basic fundamental should be given, then after that some examples, solve problems, etc. are given, through which you can explore that how we have to attempt the problems, how we have to solve them, and then based on that you try to solve other problems. So, the same approach I am following in the R software also. Now, at this moment we do not know how to move forward in this process to learn the R software. So, first of all we will try to seek that how we can take the help on learning any particular topic on R. And in R software there are various ways. Some of the approaches are built in inside the software and some approaches are based on some external help. For example, if you go to any search engine and try to type like as tutorials in help in R or the name of the package, command, etc. Possibly there are many forums, many websites which are offering such helps. So, how to explore those things? So, that is what we are going to begin with in this lecture. So, let us begin our lecture and try to see what we can do. Okay, so we are going to talk about here three topics: how to take help, how to get the demonstration of various commands and packages, and how to look at the examples on various commands, various aspects that how to solve the problem, right. So, now first very basic simple thing is this: on your computer, after you have installed the R software, you will see an icon like this one. So, you simply have to click on it. Once you click on it, then this will open a window like this one, right. And this window is called as GUI window, that is graphic user interface window. And this is the screen on which they have mentioned about this R, for example, what is the version of R, where is the copyright, what is the platform, etc., like this. And this is the starting point from where we start working in R. So, I will try to show you on the R console also, and this whole thing, this is called as R console. So, these are some terminologies which are very basic terminologies, and those people who are using R, they will be using these type of things. So, it is important that you try to understand what is the meaning of these small words, and then you try to do it. And after that, now you have to seek that how are you going to take the help. So, I will try to demonstrate here couple of ways by which you can seek help in the R software. So, first option is this, that you just go to this R GUI window and click here, there is a option here help, and then you can see there are frequently asked question on R, frequently asked question, that is FAQ on R for Windows, manuals, R function, etc., HTML, search, etc. They are given over there, and you can click them and then you can explore that how they are trying to give the information on any particular aspect. Right. So, before I move forward, let me try to give you this demonstration on the R console also. So, you can see here that that after you click on the R icon, this will open a window like this. So, now you can see that possibly in this case the fonts are quite light. So, first of all I can increase the font size so that you can see here. So, if you go to edit, then there is a option here GUI preference. Here I can make the font size to be suppose here 18 and style to be here bold, and you can see here different types of background etc. that you can maintain here. You can control the size of the console, and there are many options here, but I am not going into those details, but I will simply make it here like this. Right. So, you can see here because the font size is now more, so you cannot see everything, but you can see here that this was like the R version 4.1.2, its name is Bird Hippie, and then this is the copyright, etc., etc. So, whatever I shown you on the screenshot, that you can see here also. Now, you can see here, this is here a greater than sign, and this is here the vertical line. So, this greater than sign is the prompt sign, and this here, this vertical line here is the prompt. So, I will show you that that how we are going to work, but what I want to show you here is here help. You can see here in this help, you can see here all these things. So, if you try to explore, try to spend some time on it, you can see that how you can seek the help on this R software. Right. So, let me try to move forward so that I can show you something more. The second option nowadays, which is very popular, is that you try to take the help of any search engine like as Google. Just go to google.com and try to search there for the command, for the syntax, or for anything related to the R software, and then you will get it. But anyway, I am not going into that mode. My objective is that how to seek the help from within the R software. Now, when you want to take the help from R, there are two options. You have some idea about the command for which you need help, or you don't know anything. You simply know, okay, I want to do something, what is the command, I don't know, and I want to know the command, and then I want to have possibly more information on that. So, I will try to take up all these issues one by one. So, first option I am going to show you here is that suppose you know that there is a command, say read.table. Well, we are going to learn about it, we are going to use about it. This is the command to read the table in the data which is given in the tabular format. So, now I want to know about this command. So, what I can do here, I can just write a question mark, and then I can write down here the read.table command, right. And this is the job which I have to do here at this prompt sign. You can see here, this is the same screen. Here I am trying to write out here question mark read.table, and after that you have to simply enter, and after that means I will show you what will happen. This will go to the help server, and it is like this because the help server from the R software, and here you will see that it will give you all the information, complete details about this read.table command. And that is what I told you in the beginning itself, that R is not a black box. Whatever information you want to know, that is available. So, if you try to see here, now I will try to first demonstrate here how are you going to seek the help. You see, this is very obvious that whenever you want to learn a topic on the book, the first condition is that you can find the book, but then you have to read it. Means without reading, how can you understand the topic, that how to solve the problem? So, the same rule applies here also. So, I will show you here, for example, this is the command here, then this is here the description of this read.table command, that it reads a file in the table format and creates a data frame from it with cases corresponding to lines and variables to fields in the file and so on. And after that it is giving you how it is going to be used. So, you have to write down here read.table, and then inside the parenthesis like this one here, you have to write down here the file, that is your file name, then header equal to false or true, then sep, which is separator, then code, etc., etc. There is a long list. And even after that, it is also giving you the information on the read.csv, read.csv.to, etc. These are different types of files which can be read in the R software. Well, we are going to learn all the things gradually in the forthcoming lecture. So, you need not to be scared about these things. I am simply trying to show you here that these things are available, and whenever you need it, you do not need to go anywhere, but you can look into the R software, and R software itself will give you all sorts of information. And after that, there will be many arguments, and every argument, whatever is written here, like a file, header, separator, etc., etc., they are explained in detail that how you have to use it. Like this, for example, you can see here file, it is giving it to like this is the name of the file, blah 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 blah. This is the header. I mean, file can also have a complete URL, and header is the logical value indicating whether the file contains the names of the variable as its first name, etc. Sep, this is the field separator character, and it is giving you that how it has to be given and how it has to be used, and similarly all these details are there. Well, I have taken the screenshots because the font size is quite small here, so you may not be able to read it, but I request you that you try to repeat the same command on the R console and then try to see what it is trying to see. So, the bottom line is that if you are willing to read these details, you have the complete outcome. That is all. So, now I will try to show you it on the R console itself, that how are you how these things are going to look like this. So, what I can do here, for example, is I come to the R console, and here I try to type here question mark read dot table table. So, you can see here, this is the place where I have typed the command, and let us try to see what happens. I enter here like this, and you can see here it is showing you here that is starting HTTPD server, etc., and this will open the some internet browser, and you can see here this all these things are coming over here. And if I try to increase the font size, you can see very clearly here that this is giving you here the description reads a file, and then this is the command here read.table, then file, then header equal to false, etc., etc., and then it is giving you here all the details about the file, header, separator, SCP, etc., and you can see here it has got all the details, right. And then beside this thing, it is giving you that how these things have been obtained. This is giving you the complete details of the references also, that how these things are interrelated to different commands, how they from where they have been taken, and yeah, what else do you want? It is giving you here different examples also, that how you can do it, etc. like. So, now if you ask me, R itself is giving you the complete information, and once you read it, you will know the complete information about this command read.table. Surely, when you are trying to work, it may be possible that all the options which are given here, they may not be useful for you. Usually, the way it is written like that, only first couple of these options they are more useful, but definitely as a programmer, when you are trying to do something and if you want to get done something, you would like to have different types of option which you can use at your convenience rather than the convenience of the software. And that is what I said in the beginning, that you will have the complete flexibility that whatever type of data you have, you can use it here, and read.table is going to give you the all possible option. So now it depends on you how much you want to study to understand this command. And I have taken here only one example, but that you can do for all possible commands which are available in the R software, right? Okay, so now I come to another approach. Suppose there is a situation where I don't know what is the command, but my objective is this: I want to input some data. Now, what is the command? I have no idea. So, what I can do, that I can use here the command help.search, help.search, and within the parenthesis means these brackets. Within these brackets, within the double quotes, this is the double quote sign which is available inside the on your keyboard. You have to write data input. It is just like using a keyword that you know, means you expect that if I try to search for data input in R on some web search engine, possibly I may get some help. So similarly, you have to think about an appropriate word, and then you have to type it here, and you have to type it on the R console here at this command line. So you can see here I have typed here. After that, it will start in HTTPD help server, etc., and it will try to give you something. So we try to see here what do we get. But before that, I would like to give you here a warning. The warning is that when you are trying to use here this double quotes, this is the sign of double quotes. Try to type it inside the R software, very important thing. Because in case if you try to type in some editors, for example, if you try to type this in MS Word, you can see here as soon as you type it and then you move forward, this symbol will become something like this, and then R don't understand it, and then many times we are trying to copy and paste the commands and things don't work, and this creates a lot of hindrance and time unnecessarily gets wasted. So my suggestion to you all is that whenever you are trying to use this single quote or double quote, etc., try to type this command inside the R software. And in case if you are doing copying and pasting, and if you are copying and pasting correctly, if it is creating any problem, means I would suggest you try to type the symbols with your own hand. For example, symbols like single quote, double quote, minus sign, etc., try to type them inside the R console. Many times when you are trying to type the minus sign inside the MS Word software, as soon as you move forward, the character of this becomes changed, and it becomes simply a little bit larger. That looks beautiful, that looks just like a minus sign, but possibly it is not really the minus sign which is used as a mathematical operator. So that is my very simple advice, and this is the way we are going to learn this R software, that I will try to share all my experiences and this smaller things, and finally after some time you will become expert in the R software. So once you use this command help.search, and inside the parenthesis within double quotes, if you try to type data input, you get here this type of web page. And here you can see here it is showing you here something like utilities actually, read.table, and this is for data input, and it is giving you another option that data input from a spreadsheet, etc. So you can see here now that when you have given the option data input, it is giving you two options here, that you can look into the read table, you can look into the read.dif, and possibly once you start looking into these things, after that as soon as you go into more deeper, you will learn more things, and finally you will converge to a point where the 100% correct accurate help is available, right. So now the same thing if you try to do it in the R console also, I can show you here. So I try to take this command, and then if you try to see here, I can come here, and I will show you later on. But if you try to press here Control L, means Control plus L, this will clear the screen also. And if you try to type here the same command, that help dot search, and within quotes data input, you will like here help dot search, and within the parenthesis, within the double quotes, data input. So you can see here, as soon as you enter, this opens here a new web page like this one. And if you try to go here read dot, if you try to click here, so you will see here we get here the same file what we had got earlier, and it will give you the idea about this read dot table. And if you try to click here read dot diff, it is giving you an idea that how you can input the data from any spreadsheet. So you can see here it is not so difficult to get or to seek help in the R software. The only thing is this: you should have a wish and you should have a will to learn the course. And means another option is this: if you don't know anything, if you want to start from the scratch, you simply can type here help or say and this parenthesis, or you can type help dot start and this parenthesis only. That's all, right? So in case if you use any of this command, means then this website is going to be open. I have given you here a screenshot where you can see many things are there. Now it is up to you, and it is your capability that how efficient you are in finding out the correct help on the right command, right? So anyway, I try to show you this thing also on the R console here. So you can see here, I can say here help dot start, and then just open and close parenthesis. And if I try to show you here, I can reduce the font size, so you can see here, right now all the things are there what you want to know. Means this is about the data import and export in the R. It is giving you all sorts of format, fixed width format, how you can do it. So it is just like opening a book. So once you have got a good book, then you can just browse through the topic, and then, but the only condition is that you have to read it. If you don't read, then nobody will come to help you out. So you can see here. Now after this, I come to another approach. You see, whenever we want to find or search something from in a text file or in a data file, we use the function, for example, like Control F or say find. Similarly, in the R software also we are using various types of functions. These functions are actually a special type of program, and which execute some special job, and these functions are available inside a package. And suppose we are in a situation that we have a function and we want to know which of the package contains this function. The reason is this, although I will explain you later on in the forthcoming lecture, that unless and until you install the package or load the package first, you cannot use this function, you cannot execute it. So this is the first step while doing any analysis before using the function, that one should know that which package is having it. So suppose I know that there is some function and I want to find out where is this function in which package. Then for example, in this case, suppose I want to know that there is a function LOWES, LOWES, and we want to know that which statistical package or which R package has got this function. For that we have a command here, find, F-I-N-D. So the syntax is, you simply try to write down here find, within the parenthesis, within the double quotes, you simply write down this function name LOWES, and it will give you this type of outcome, right. And in case if you try to see it in the R console also, it will give you this outcome. So if you try to read it, this is saying package stats. That means this function is available inside a package which is actually R package, whose name is stats stats. So that means you need to first upload or have the package stats in your computer, and then you can do anything further. Here if you try to see, here it is written like inside the parenthesis, this is number 1. Actually this is only indicating the line number. So this is first line, and well, this is at the first position. So I will try to explain you this concept when we have more than one values, then I will try to show you that what this one is really indicating. But here I just thought that okay, because it is there, so it should not create any problem. So I should inform you. Okay, now the second option. Suppose I want to use some function or command, but I cannot recall the exact command, but I know only some part, some fractional part of that command. Okay, it looked like this. So now how to find it out? One option is that if I can find out all the possible functions which contain that name, then using my memory possibly I can find out which of the function I am trying to find. So for that we have a command here, apropos, apropos. And suppose I want to know that okay, I can recall that okay, some time back I had used the command in which there were two words lm. So now I will write down here apropos, within the parenthesis, within the double quotes I will write lm. And then if I try to enter here, this will return me this type of a screenshot. So you can see here it is now giving me all available functions on my computer within my R software which contains lm. For example, you can see here this is here lm, but this is a part of the command dot call means. There is another value here where it is here dot lm, but this is a part of dot lm dot fit. Similarly, if you try to see here, there is another here lm, but this is a part of conf int dot lm. Similarly, if you try to take here any one, so for example, you can see here this is here lm, but this is a part of Kalman is smooth, that is another function, right. Similarly, if you try to see here, there is here function here predict.glm in which the lm also occurs. So you can see here it is giving you all possible functions which are available on your computer, and now it is your turn to look into these commands and try to recall if you can recall the earlier command which you want to use, right. So let me try to show you these two things on the R console, and then I will try to move forward. So if you try to see here, I try to clear the screen by pressing Ctrl L, and then I try to say here find LOWESS, right, and if I say enter, it is giving me here. This is package is stats, and this is the same thing what you have got here. So now you can gradually believe on me that whenever I am trying to show you the screenshots, this is exactly going to happen when you are trying to execute it on the R console. Now you also understand what is the meaning of R console. Now similarly, if you try to come here apropos, say here lm, you can see here it is giving you these many things. You can see here these are here like this. And here I want to show you here one thing more, the reason I took it here. If you try to see here, here we have got these numbers 1, then 5 and then 9. What does this mean? As I said earlier, this is the line number. So if you say this is here line number 1 and this is here 1, 2, 3, 4, and the first value on the second line is the fifth value which is written here 5. Then here 6th, 7th, 8th, and then here this is the value in the third line, which is the 9th value in the list. Similarly 10th, 11th, 12th, and then this is going to be here the 13th value, which is Kalman smooth. And now that is very obvious that in case if you try to shrink this window, if you try to make it here only of this size, then this number is going to increase, and that is what exactly is happening here. Means if you try to see when you are trying to do here in the R console, because you have increased the font size, so the number of elements that can be accommodated in a line, they are becoming only 2. So this is there. So it is, so there are here 27 lines, but in my slides there are only 25 lines. So and then it will also depend that what type of package you have on your particular computer. So it may be possible that when you are trying to repeat the same commands on your computer, this may not exactly match, but this should not confuse you. I have explained you the reason why this is going to happen. Right. Okay, so now I have given you sufficient idea that how you can seek the help. Now I come to another aspect. Now you have got the book, you have searched the content that okay, these things are available in the book, and you start reading the book. Once you read a concept, after that the first thing which you need is some solved examples. Solved example help us that how we have to proceed in the correct way. So similarly in the R software also there is a provision of examples, and these examples on particular function, command, etc., that can be viewed using the command example, EXAMPLE. For example, in case if I want to know or we want to understand an example on the command LM. Actually LM is a command to use the linear models, which are quite popular in statistics, although we are not going to do it here, but this is just for your information. That suppose somebody wants to know that how to execute this LM command and how to interpret the outcome, then simply type example inside the parenthesis just LM, and after that you will get all the details about the outcome, which are in the form of text and then graphics, etc., etc. The only thing is this, you have to just read it. For example, you can see here when I try to do it on the R console, I get here this type of a screenshot, call, then LM formula, residual, etc., 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 many things, and then graphics also you will get, and there are more details, although I am not going to print here all the screenshot, but I will try to show you on the R console itself, so that you can see that what is really happening. Right. So you can see here, let me, and here you can also see that I can control the width of my this screen just by pressing or just by shifting these things. So I am trying to do it because you will see later on that when you want to do the graphical thing, there are some graphic things also, then they appear on the same screen. So if you in a different window, so you want to create some space. So first let me try to clear the screen by pressing Ctrl L. Now if I try to say here example, say here LM, right, and if I try to press it here, it has started. Now it is giving here click, it is giving you here some details here that you can read in detail. It is, yeah, well, we are not going to do the here this thing, but if I try to say here enter, you are getting here different types of here options from the application and their graphics, etc., etc. And if you try to see here, just try to move forward, you can see here different types of graphics, etc., etc., they are given here. Right, and if you want to close this window, you simply have to just press here clear, and I can clear the screen. Well, I am not asking you to read it at the moment. My objective is simply to show you that how these things can be obtained. Now, after this, you would also like to have a demonstration. For example, you always ask your teacher in the class, sir, can you please solve some questions on the blackboard? Because you want to follow that how these things have been actually solved. So the similar type of facility is available in the R software also for demonstrating the R function. And for this thing, the command here is demo, DEMO, and within the parenthesis, you have to write the R command for which you need a demonstration. It may be possible that all the commands may not have a demonstration, but I am sure that most of the important commands do have a demonstration. For example, here I would like to show you that suppose somebody wants to create a 3D surface plot, and in the R software there is a command here PERSP, P-E-R-S-P. So, if you simply try to write down here demo PERSP here, then you will get here this type of a screenshot which I am trying to show you here. Right, it has got all the details and it continues, it is only the first screen I am giving you, but after that it will give you here more thing. And similarly, if you want to see the demonstration of sender command here, demo of some command graphics, you can simply type here demo graphics, DEMO, and inside the parenthesis GRAPHICS, and then you will get here this type of outcome, you will get here graphics, you will get here all the text, and yeah, you simply have to read it and then you can understand it how the things are happening. So, let me try to show you it on the R console. For example, demo PERSP, and if you try to enter here, it is trying to, now you have to follow the instruction, it is giving you the demonstration, it is writing type return to start. Okay, I will enter it and then it will give me here some details, you have to read it, and then after that it is showing me here that click or hit enter for the next page. So, I will keep on here entering, and then the different types of 3D surfaces plots, they are coming over here, and you can see here that how beautiful curves and graphs can be prepared in the R software, and that is also for free. Right. Similarly, if you try to take here the demo of graphic, so you can see here demo graphics. Let me try to make here one mistake. Suppose I type here only graphic, I do not type here S. See what happened. It will show you here error in demo graphic, no demo found for the topic graphic. So, as I told you that R always give you some error message whenever you are trying to make some mistake, and the language of the error message is quite understandable. So, here it is trying to show you the same thing that okay, no demo found for the topic graphic, because graphic is not the correct command. The correct command is graphics. Now, if I want to type here demo graphics, I can use my arrow key and I can repeat the earlier command, and if as soon as I type here demo graphics and I enter, it will ask me to type return, and then you can see here on the left hand side this is theory, and then it is writing here click or hit enter for the next page. I try to do it here and then I keep on entering here, and then I will get here that how to do all this graphics. You can see here how beautiful graphics can be created in the R software without doing actually much. Right. So, now let us stop in this lecture and we come to an end in this lecture. So, if you try to see in this lecture, I have tried my best to give you an idea that whenever you want to begin with a new topic, how you can seek the helps in different formats. I am not saying that these are the only formats, but there are many more things which are available, but my constraint is that if I start doing each and everything, then possibly it will be a very long course. So, as I said in the beginning, you have to hold my hands, and after that I will set you free. So, my request is that you please try to have a look on this lecture, try to revise it, and then try to use some other functions and try to use the same command, for example, for this demo, example, etc., and try to see how you can get it. It may be possible that you may make some mistakes in the beginning, do not worry, try again, and but at least try to use these commands for a couple of times with different functions, different examples, so that these things are settled down in your mind. So, at a later stage, whenever you want to use them, these things will click back into your mind and you can use them very easily. So, you try to practice them, and I will see you in the next lecture with more topics. Till then, goodbye.